Hello, welcome to Simon's Trading Channel. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're having a nice day and your weekend is going well. Right, this is going to be a shorter video. And before I jump straight into the price action, I just want to remind you that this isn't financial advice, but I hope it's useful. And I've got, I think, something interesting to say about this little downtrend that Bitcoin has been in really since the 8th of April. So the beginning of the month. Beginning of last month even, sorry. So for pretty much 4 weeks, it's been in a downtrend. And the reason I'm going to do that will become clear in a moment. All right, so I'm just going to zoom straight into that now. By the way, not much has happened since I did yesterday's video, which you could see as bullish. Anyway, we'll come on to that in a minute. So if what I'm going to look at, I'll point out just with a quick drawing, if you just bear with me. So if I come over here and grab this here. So if we look at this down, or if I look at this downtrend as this sequence of moves, so keep that in your mind, but I'm now going to remove that. And so the first part of the downtrend was this up leg. And the point, this is all about the 50% region. And if you take a measuring tool, and I'm going to spread it that way a little bit. So if you take a measuring tool from this bottom to this top, and you then have a 50% level there, you can see that the price obviously went from the bottom to the top. That's how you plot the price distance. And then it pulled back to pretty much the 50% point. Now, the way I look at this, that's a key area. So a bit like how I use the zero line on the MACD, when it comes to figuring out a rough area for which below or above is significant. So on this move up here, it bounced off to 50%, but then on that 4-hour candle, it broke through. And that was a signal that this was no longer an uptrend. It also confirmed, if I get rid of that now, it confirmed this area as a local high. So it was this 4-hour candle right here. This 4-hour candle right here confirmed this is a local high, which was slightly lower than that one. And it also broke below, this 4-hour candle broke below the 50% of that move up, which was here. So that candle on its own was a really good signal for more downside. And that's exactly what occurred afterwards. Precede, of course, being before. Post-seeded people don't tend to use, do they? I'm not even sure that's a word. So then another leg down followed by a bounce, okay? So if we do the same for this next bounce, you take the low and go to the high, and you can see the 50% level. So the price was rejected from its own high, and then it wasn't as clear as the first move, just being one bounce off the 50%. But there was basically price action around that area, and the candle, the sort of definitive impulsive candle to the downside was that one right there. So that then made it clear that this wasn't going to be a change in character move and actually continuation to the downside. So, by the same logic, and you could go back and do this as many times as you want, but I'm just doing it based on this downside, most recent month of downside price action. I can't believe that's been a month. Doesn't feel like that long. And so here is another move. Now, I don't know if this is the top yet because clearly the price hasn't really pulled back at all. So I'm sort of second guessing. But I'm going to put the measurement on nonetheless. So from the from the bottom, go to the current top, and you can see the 50% area would be 60,000, which is a key number for Bitcoin in the last, what we're in, this is the 8th week, and it's back in the bloody range. Ooh, just said a naughty word, apologies. So it's 2 months within this range, all bar this fake out. And so the 50% point of this move up, for which I personally would like to see Bitcoin remain above, to demonstrate to me a change in character, and then a change from a downtrend into an uptrend. 60,000 is for sure a key area. And I think, so if Bitcoin did do something like this, because it's supposed to be a short video, it's nearly 6 minutes already. So if it did turn down, a bounce from the 60% area would look good. And then if it, and this is also important, get back above, or was able to move back above then this area, then that's a change in character. That's now an uptrend, and you'd expect way more price action to the upside at that point. I think if the MACD can remain above the zero line as well, along this pullback, I mean, it might not happen, but it might just sort of edge its way up, sideways and up from here. But if it does have a pullback, the MACD can remain above the zero line, and if the pullback can maintain price action roughly above 60,000, then they're not absolute figures, of course, but roughly, then that would look good for more upside, in my humble opinion. So I think I'll leave it at that for now. That's a short-ish video, just 7 minutes. But I hope you found that useful. Clearly, if the opposite occurs, then this all goes to the wind. So if it starts to close 4 hours back below 60 and then definitely back below 59, I think probably another move down. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so if you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I would appreciate that a lot. And if you haven't enjoyed the video, then do something else tomorrow, because I'll be doing this again and you won't want to see it. Okay, bye-bye. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Sunday, sorry.